All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakahakwadash. Next, I want to give the honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who grew well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. To my left here over there on YouTube, says Elder Apostle Tahar. Go watch, be edified, fair use, fair use.
I'm physically sick right now.
Yeah, we don't want you to die.
No, I'm trying to explain this.
Yeah.
This is not. I'm not playing games, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to listen to me very carefully. I've always followed my intellectual analysis of history, okay? And I'm here in Northern California. We just infiltrated Bohemian Grove again. Let's break in. And I have my 7-year-old daughter with me and my wife with me, and I've got 3 other older children. I can't get on your show and lie to you. So I'm sitting here believing we're about to have a nuclear war. They've already tried to kill Trump. They're going to do it again. And so I feel guilty literally talking to you and saying we're about to see the end of civilization.
It's not the end of civilization, it's the end of you damn Edomites. You see, and we welcome it. And it will be nuclear. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? It will be nuclear. If you're on the soils of America and you're not of the Lord's elect, you see, if you're not of the elect of the nation of Israel, you will die. You see, either by the plagues that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is getting ready to send upon this place, or by thermonuclear destruction. That's the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to destroy this place, because it is completely wicked. And Apostle Tahar's title is Alex Jones doesn't understand the prophecies of the Bible, right? You can't stop it. We welcome it. We have a hope. You see? We have a hope. This is what we hope in. John 6 and verse 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son, Yahawashi, and believeth on him, Yahawashi, may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Yeah, because the missiles are going to be coming. If you're not going up, you're getting burned up. And you can't stop it. It's a sure thing. The judgment is sure.
Right now on the road we're on the like you got your GPS, you're driving this restaurant, you're driving this place, you're going to the beach. We're not going to the beach, folks. We're going to thermonuclear war and the end of civilization and total death. And I don't say that to be dramatic. I literally was sitting here and you were asking me what's happening next.
It's not the end of, again, it is not the end of civilization. It is the end of the so-called white man's reign of terror, them top wicked elite banking families. They'll scurry off into their bunkers, where you everyday Babylonian people, you heathens, and you rebellious Israelites, y'all will be left here to be destroyed when the missiles are shot off. Jeremiah 49 and verse 20, therefore hear the counsel of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, that he hath taken against Edom. See, Esau, Edom is a so-called white man. Edom is symbolic for America. And his purpose is that he hath purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. You see? So the least of the flock is the tiny state of Israel. They're going to keep drawing America, Babylon the Great, out into this third woe until both of their habitations are desolate. You see, that's the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Jeremiah 50 and verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that he hath taken against Babylon, America, in his purposes, Salakia, that he hath purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. You see? So both of your habitations will be desolate by thermonuclear destruction, but the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, needs to be made mandatory. That thing has to go global. It has to go live, made mandatory first before those missiles fly off in their perfection.
I started to vomit. Yeah. Guys, I'm tough, okay? I'm tough, okay? I've been in a lot of fights. I don't break. I don't easily buckle.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gonna break you. You see? The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. And Alex Jones looks like a so-called Edomite. You see, he could be Israelite. We teach that because it's the truth. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has scattered us among our nations. We're going to come looking like our nations. But if you're not calling upon the names of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, if you are not repenting, you Israelites, and begging for mercy from the Heavenly Father Yahawah through his only begotten Son, Yahawashi, our champion, our King, our Lord, and our Savior. You will be left here to be destroyed. You see, however the Lord sees fit. You see, Jeremiah 49 and verse 22, behold, this is Yahawashi. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. Basra is symbolic for America. And at that day, shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. You see? You see? Right, let's get that. NLT, the latter end. It says, even the mightiest warriors will be in anguish like a woman in labor, right, on the day of the Lord. You see? Because the missiles are coming, and they're not going to stop. You see? Because Yahawashi is going to give that command. And his spirit is going to be guiding those missiles to where they need to go. They will hit their mark. Isaiah 13 and verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. You see? They come from distant countries, from beyond the farthest horizons. They are Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's weapons to carry out his anger. With them, he will destroy the whole land. You see, you put two and two together. You see? Judgment on the day of the Lord. How ye? For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. You see? And they shall be afraid. You see, Alex Jones is afraid. You see? Y'all are afraid. You should be very afraid. Be horribly afraid. Because this is coming. This is a sure thing. It's not no, man, I think. No, this is a sure thing. This is thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed, the one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You see? For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil. And the wicked is the so-called white men, them top banking families, for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. You see? And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's a prophet. You see, one of the Lord's elect, the elect, hopeful elect men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee, everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. That's what's coming, man. You see? We're blowing that trumpet. We're telling you. This is what's getting ready to happen. We're declaring the works of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Jeremiah 51 and verse 10. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion, you see, you Israelites, the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, our God, because this is what he's getting ready to do. Make bright the arrows, those ICBM nuclear missiles. Gather the shields. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, that's the Russians and all his allies, for his device. Those ICBM nuclear missiles is against Babylon. It's against America to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the vengeance of his temple. And what is the temple of the Lord? The children of Israel. You see, set up the standard up on the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Right? O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. You see, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts hath sworn by himself. The Lord put it on his name, man. You see, I put it on me. That's how you know the Lord is the ultimate Jake, man. You devils are in trouble. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. You see, you're not going to stop it, man. Jeremiah 51 and verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon, unto America, and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? Let's get that in NLT. I will repay Babylon, America, and the people of Babylonia for all the wrong they have done to my people. You see? In Jerusalem, says Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Jerusalem is a people, before is a place. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Thermonuclear destruction, man. You see? Verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon, America, a desolation without an inhabitant. You see? See? Verse 33, for thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. 35, the violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon, shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea, shall Jerusalem say. You see? 35 in the NLT, make Babylon, make America suffer, as she has made us suffer, says the people of Zion. Make the people of Babylonia pay for spilling our blood, says Jerusalem. 36, therefore thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will plead thy cause, and take vengeance for thee, and I will dry up her sea, and make her springs dry, and Babylon shall become a heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment, and in hissing without an inhabitant. How is the Lord going to do that? Thermonuclear destruction is coming. That's why everybody's talking about it. See? Isaiah, what is that? 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith, the modern day scientist, that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy those nuclear missiles. You see? Those are the Lord's missiles. They belong to the Lord, and they will be shot off. Isaiah 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
I'm literally having a panic attack right now because of the magnitude of what's happening to our civilization. So I want to be very clear with people. I don't want to say what I think, because I don't want to sound like an asshole to people. Okay? We are in the middle of World War III with the Russians. It's already started. Everything is collapsing. Everything is insane. That's what I'm saying, is that I don't want to come here and tell you and say a bunch of horrible shit, because it gives power to it, but it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm literally having nightmares every night. I'm literally preparing to die. And I'm sitting there watching everybody going playing golf and watching Netflix, think it's all a fucking joke. Folks, it ain't a fucking joke.
What do you do next if you wake up tomorrow and find out that the United States dropped a nuclear bomb on Iran? And I'm not talking about the generic answers of, oh, I'll take to the streets or try and run and find somewhere that could be safe from a nuclear war. I mean, literally, what is the first thing that you do?
Look, man, that's what's coming. All praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And like I said, we welcome it. Baba Kushai, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which means please, Yahawah, the Heavenly Father. Bahasham means in the name. You see, Yahawashi is the only begotten Son. Send evos. Send them arrows. Baba Kushai, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see, we welcome it, because we put our trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The Lord said we shouldn't be afraid of that arrow that's going to fly by day, because it's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi fulfilling prophecy. You see, the salvation of the Lord's elect, whoever they might be, who we hope and who we beg and pray to be, the salvation of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's elect comes, you see, through that destruction. The kingdom of heaven, you see, that's what's next for the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. So it has to come. It must be. You see, the evil was sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. And that's what we're waiting for. You see, through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. 2 Ezra 4. Matter of fact, let's get this. Verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous, the elect, in a time to come, the kingdom of heaven. You see? For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Right, the Lord's going to destroy this place. You see? If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. This is what we put our hope in these scriptures, because it's going to come. It's a fact. You see, we're not here saying, oh, we think that. No, we are telling you it is a fact. Revelation 6 and verse 12, and I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven, those nuclear missiles, man, fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll, when it is rolled together. Let's get that. Let's get that. Because the heavens departing as a scroll is a mushroom cloud from the nuclear missiles, man. And it's what it looks like. You see? You see? And the heavens departed as a scroll, when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the day of his wrath is coming. Who shall be able to stand? This is the Lord doing this, man. Those missiles belong to the Lord. You see, the heavens are going to depart as a scroll. You see that, right? That's a nuclear destruction. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing. Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, O America, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans, right? America. You see? You see? Those are the weapons of the Lord's indignation, but this is what we hoping. This is why we say we welcome it. Y'all call us, y'all crazy. Yeah, well, look, man. The evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Come, my restoration for Israel. Come, my people. Enter thou into thy chamber. Shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. For behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. You see? We want to hear come up hither. That's what our hope is in, because they will be shot off, man. It's a fact. Revelation 11 and verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Salakia, come up hither, right? And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, a so-called UFO, and their enemies beheld them. Y'all are going to see it. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, the same thing that was said in Revelation, I believe it was 6. You see, in the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. That's the number of completion. And the remnant, the elect, were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven, right? Because what does it tell you? The righteous is going to be, the elect, the righteous is going to be scarcely saved, man. You see? What is that? Salakia. But yeah. Verse 12, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. What's going to cause that? Those missiles, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is getting ready to shake terribly the earth. The whole earth is literally going to rock to and fro from this destruction, man. Isaiah 2 and verse 12, a day of reckoning coming. For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi alone shall be exalted in that day, right? And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, you see, them damn bunkers, and into the caves of the earth, you see, them damn bunkers, for fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth, you see. And the Lord's going to allow you top wicked elite banking families to get away, because you will be the first fruits of slavery, you see. Psalms 149 and verse 5, let the saints, the children of Israel, the elect, be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, you see, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. Y'all are going into captivity. Y'all need chains on y'all, you see, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you see. This is coming. You can't stop it, man. You cannot stop it, man. What is that? Here it is again. Matter of fact, let's get that. think I got time. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. You see, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved again, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That mushroom cloud, man. You see? Shalom.